and it fits here. What is a tessellation? How do you take a square and turn it into a puzzle piece that fits into itself? M.C. Escher is an artist who used tessellations, and they are designs that, when linked up in any direction, create a repeating pattern. So how do you make one? First, you need a square. Typically, I use a 3-inch square with my students, and all you have to do is make 2 designs. Those designs have to share a corner, and you want to keep some space in between them so that it doesn't become too flimsy. Let me show you. For example, I'm going to use a bigger paper, and let's say we want to make a simple design. That works. The design has to start on one edge and end on the same edge. Now I can either make my next design here or here. So that checks out. The designs share a corner, and there's some space in between them. So this would be simple. I'm going to do one that's more complex, like this one. Now you just have to cut and retape your design. And all you're going to do is drag this piece up top, tape it on the other edge, like so. I use the example of a car wash where the tire of the car wash gets dragged perfectly across. You don't want to misalign when you drag the cutout up top. You want it to be taped directly along the same line so that there's the same amount of space on either side up top where you tape it as there is on the bottom where you cut it. And then you repeat for the shape. Now that I cut it, I'm going to drag and tape up here. This is my simple tessellation design. Now for the more complex one. Cut and tape on the opposite end, like so, and then cut and tape over here. And here is my more complex tessellation. If you make your designs too close together, this piece will be really flimsy because now this is a tracer. We don't want the paper to start ripping. So you should use a thicker page and keep the designs separate. I'm going to show you how to do the tracing with this smaller one. Simply just outline. Okay, this is where the puzzle piece that fits into itself comes into play. I'm going to go down on a diagonal, and it fits in here. If I dragged it up here, this space fits there. It fits here, and it fits here. So you simply connect the puzzle piece and retrace. You see? And when you repeat this process, you get a pattern. And then you can ask that the students try to create something out of this shape. Like in my example, I did a dragon, resulting in some really cool artworks and designs that are abstract or some level of representational. And again, they have the option to design and draw or print make and create a pattern. You can trace your design on a piece of foam, add block printing ink to that, and press and peel off the design as a pattern. There's probably more you could do with it. That's what I do with the tessellation. All right. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. And here's a great example of the tessellation being used for both a design and as a printmaking background.